A struggling duke in the Italian Alps might sell a barony to a wealthy Swiss merchant. A remote monastery might elevate a visiting cardinal to Prince Abbot of the outer cloister in exchange for a new roof. This practice selling nobility was especially popular during financial crises. And let's be honest, most of these places had financial crises every few decades. Today, you can still find people holding titles like Count of Modroni or Baron of Gloris, legacies of long-defunct courts or one-time political bribes. A modern quirk? Some of these microstates have revived their noble orders as tourism and cultural tools. Monaco's Order of St. Charles still awards knighthoods. San Marino hosts historical pageants in full regalia. Liechtenstein maintains royal weddings that make headlines and inspire jealous sighs from duchesses elsewhere. And don't forget Vatican City. Yes, the Pope rules it. And yes, the Church once handed out papal nobility titles, Prince Assistant to the Papal Throne, Count of the Sacred Palace, Marchese di Roma. Many of those have faded, but some descendants still use the titles today, especially in ceremonial or diplomatic circles. In the end, these micronations prove that size isn't everything when it comes to nobility. Sometimes, a postage stamp-sized realm with a good tailor and a calligrapher can hold its own among empires. And when it comes to noble titles, they knew the secret. If you can't conquer your neighbors, out-title them. You find yourself ducking beneath the arched lintel of a gloomy stone hall, the kind that smells faintly of old vellum, wet wool, and inherited anxiety. This time, you're deep in the Austro-Hungarian Empire, where the titles weren't just long, they were practically geological in scale, layered over centuries like sedimentary rock. Here, noble titles weren't simply a matter of birth or war. They were expressions of bureaucracy. Entire ministries were devoted to cataloging, preserving, and adjudicating who could call themselves what. And by the time you're halfway through reading someone's full honorific, your tea has gone cold. It wasn't enough to be a duke, a count, or a baron. You were likely all three simultaneously, and maybe also a landgrave, a knight commander, or hereditary cupbearer to the imperial table. Historians still argue whether the absurdly complex title system helped stabilize such a vast and diverse empire, or whether it simply created a social powder keg that exploded in slow motion.